Hey boys and girls, wanted to run through a quick couple hints and tips for Chapter 8.1. I'm going to just go through a couple problems like the ones we did in class that really should help you on your homework. So, first one, we have two monomials here. Here's a monomial and times another monomial. So the rule is we multiply the numbers in front. Negative times a negative is a positive 24. And then I can multiply m and m squared because they both have a base of m, and when we multiply them, I just assume that there's a 1 here, and you add the exponent. So 1 plus 2 is m to the third, and then n to the fifth times n, but this again is n to the first, is n to the sixth, because when you're multiplying the variables, you could just add the exponents. All right, so that's the first basic kind of one. Next one. This problem, you're going to have, it's not a monomial times another monomial, it's a whole monomial to a power of 2, or squared. So when we do that, we remember that the squared gets distributed amongst everything inside. So the negative 4 gets squared. Negative 4 squared, remember, is negative 4 times negative 4, which is positive 16. Then when you take a variable that's already to a power to another power, instead of adding, you actually multiply. So 2 times 2 is m to the fourth. And then 8 to the second power is 8 times 2, which is n to the 16th. And there's your final answer. Next problem. Here is still a monomial to a power, but this monomial, the number in front is a fraction, so we're going to learn how to do those. So when it's to the third power, both things get the third power, but when the 2/3 gets to the third power, or cubed, you have to remember that both the numerator and the denominator get cubed. So that becomes 2 times 2 times 2, or 8, over 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. And then we also have to, we're going to take x to the third power. Well, we assume there's a 1 here. And remember, we multiply because it's a power to another power, which is x to the third. Now, keep in mind that because this is the same thing as 8 over 27 times x to the third, so you can leave it like this as your answer, put the 8 over 27 first, or if you want, you can multiply 8/27 times x to the third over 1, and you could end up with 8x to the third over 27. They're really the same exact thing. We're going to find the area as our last problem. Remember, always write the area formula. Area equals pi r squared because it's a circle. In this case, the radius is 10x squared, so I'm going to put the 10x squared right inside as the radius, times pi equals the area. So first thing is we always do the exponents before we multiply. So because there's a 10 and there's an x squared, the 2, or the squared, goes to both things inside. So 10 squared is 100. X squared to the second power, remember you multiply, is x to the fourth. And then you have to multiply that times pi, which is 3.14, and about 3.14. So you can leave it in geometry. You learn that it's okay to leave pi just as a variable as pi. But if you actually multiply by about 3.14, you get 314 x to the fourth, and it's about. So the area equals 314x to the fourth, and we're going to say that this is in centimeters, so we can say square centimeters. And there's our answer. I hope that helps. That's kind of the pretty much all the tricks you need to know for 8.1.